It's called a Charter School Day of Action. Tomorrow, thousands of parents, students, teachers will call on greater school choice throughout the city. The event at UIC calls on school and city leaders to provide greater access to Chicago's charter schools. And joining me is Atia Colbert, a parent of two Learn Charter School students, and Stacy McAuliffe, the COO, I should say, of the Illinois Network of Charter Schools. Let me start with you, Atia. First of all, what is it that you like about charter schools, or the one that your kids go to?
My children attend Learn South Chicago Charter School in the south side of Chicago. I love the school because it offers a great option towards educational choice. They have an extended day program. The students are in school from 8 to 4. There's 2 teachers in every classroom, and they really empower the parents to become more involved inside their children's education, which was a plus for me.
And I know that right now it's really challenging. Stacey, maybe you can touch on this a little bit, because, you know, the schools are fighting for a longer school day. There's definitely acrimony between the teachers union and the administration, and charter schools really don't fly by the same rules at all.
Right, and it's interesting you mentioned length of school day. That's an issue that the charter schools have sort of been addressing for a decade, and many of the schools, like Atia's kids' school, already have a much longer school day. So really what we're focused on right now with this upcoming event tomorrow is kind of cutting through the debates and the dialogue that are happening right now in the media, and thinking about and talking about and hearing from what parents and families and students really want out of their schools.
It is such a I mean, I have a daughter that's in Chicago public schools, and it's a very competitive process. I mean, going through the magnet school process is like stressful for college, for kindergarten. So, I mean, did you face that? Were the choices there that the Chicago public schools had for you outside of the charter school sufficient for you? Did you feel at all that that would work for your kids? Not
for my children in particular. They attended a regular CPS school. My son did in his first year of school in the 1st grade. But the time frame that they got out of school it didn't work very well with my work schedule. So when I found Learn Charter School, it just had a better plan for my life personally. It was an extended day. Like I said, they're in school from 8 until 4. And I felt that I know my child was going to a safe and secure school where the teachers and faculty and staff were really involved with their education.
Okay. I know charter schools are actually somewhat controversial, not completely, but a lot of people, because unions they're not regulated by unions. You don't have to deal with the union issues. So of course the unions are not in favor of charter schools, and so they're not the panacea that many have believed them to be. Not all perform at high levels, and there's been controversy about whether or not some of them keep higher scoring kids. I mean, are these some of the things that you have to face as an organization of charter schools? Right,
and I think it's important for people to understand, first of all, there's often a myth out there that charter schools are not public schools. In fact, they are public schools, and they're serving the same kids and families that all the rest of the CPS public schools are serving. It's true, charter schools are not a silver bullet, and they're not the only part of the answer. There are many pieces of the puzzle that need to be put in place for high-performing schools across the city, but they're an essential part because they really represent choice and options for parents like Atia and others who haven't been able to find in the traditional public school system a school that works for them in their neighborhood or for their kids' specific needs. And charter schools represent something that offers more options, that offers more choice.
So this call to action is a chance just for people to get better educated.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate your time. And once again, the Charter Schools Day of Action happens tomorrow at the UIC Pavilion. Doors open at 10 a.m. and the program starts 10:30.